I've been basically vegan for almost 4 years, or a little over 4 years, and there's been a period in there where I've experimented. I know that there's people that understand what Casey's going through too and totally support him, and so I just wanted to talk about it because I know that I have a lot of the same issues that he does in terms of inflammation and gut issues and bloating and some anxiety and depression, and it's complicated because I have concussions, and so I get crazy concussion symptoms or brain injury symptoms whenever I have a lot of inflammation. And so I just really relate to everything he says. I do know that eating that way would probably help me feel better. And so yeah, I just want to make this video to talk about it. Potentially, maybe I'll do the 30-day beef cleanse and see how I feel and let you know. Basically where I'm at is I'm not healed and I have a long effing way to go. And it's really depressing and it makes me really sad. It makes me feel depressed, but I still feel so effing terrible.
Hi everybody, this is Gary, and I'm really excited about making this video because it's a rare opportunity for me to help someone who is open to receiving my help. He left a comment on one of my videos a few days ago, and he told me about the video, which I'm showing clips of here. And what's so exciting is that the rare information that I've learned a few years ago, because it's rare, and a lot of people haven't heard it, he may not have heard this either or pieced it together in the right way. Therefore, it may be just what he needs.
And now he's kind of eating a meat-only diet, just temporarily, just kind of experimenting. It sounds like he's experiencing the most benefits he's ever felt from a certain diet. And so I just really relate to everything he says about not tolerating certain carbs very well and actually feeling better on a low-carb diet.
I hear a lot of people who use the terms certain carbs and carb foods. Now I understand that Dr. Sweet's Vegetable Police have trouble with blood sugar, but when it comes to the gut area, gut pain, I doubt that it's the actual carbohydrates that are the problem. It's the certain foods and the fiber in those foods that are high in carbs. Okay, the next clip we're going to see of Dr. Sweet's makes me think of a conversation I was having just this morning with someone in the comments section. It's going on under Foot Soldiers live video with Vegetable Police. I left a comment here, and Lettuce Lady came in down here. Please don't vlog about this on vegan carburetor. Too many already. I have a lot of videos. A lot of people are talking about this. Stop giving him attention and boosting his channel. I don't think I'm doing that. I think I'm doing the opposite. I agree, Lettuce Lady. See, we all want this to go away. She says we can all make him fade by no longer contributing. Casey posing as a vegan is only damaging to the vegan community if we continue to make a fuss over it. Well, that's a half-truth. It's partly true. No one should care about this. Right, because he's just one lost person. That's true, but people do care. They are going to see it. That's how YouTube works. As I told her, the problem is Vegetable Police's channel is popular, and everyone's already found out about it. Spreading on Reddit, meat communities. Now listen to Dr. Sweets again.
Seeing him do this makes me feel like, maybe I should try it more long term, or like for 30 days like he has. Because I've been trying to heal my gut for so long, and I've been basically vegan for almost 4 years. There's been a period in there where I've experimented. I've had like fish and other things, and I've always kind of like, no, I'm gonna stay vegan because of the ethical reasons.
I was hearing Vegetable Police and relating to it, and without people like me and Foot Soldier and the others, and Casey's viewers have no other options. Casey thought he was out of options, and so he made this decision he has been trying to avoid. Here I will offer another solution. And have you seen his comment section? So much support. And he's blocked all of us opposers. And people will come in and watch his videos, read the comments, and assume that Vegetable Police was right to quit veganism. We have to fight this BS. Foot Soldier and I are the Vegan Damage Control, VDC. People are either going to find Dr. Buff Baker, Spree Ridge, with his ex-vegan series, or me and my VDC crew. Okay, this next clip of him shows that he has done a lot of the experiments that Vegetable Police has done. And so my past videos, and also Foot Soldier's video, which I'm going to show a clip of because it was so good, and fits in perfectly in this video.
So I wanted to do a health update. Haven't just talked for a while, and so stick around if you want to hear me talk about turpentine and herbs and healing my gut. It sucks that I still, after many months of doing antimicrobial herbs, and it just sucks that I took turpentine for like a month, and that's, I mean, I could definitely take it longer. I took oil of oregano, a lot of it, many drops, like hundreds and hundreds of drops of it, and I definitely was getting die-off from it. I took that, I had been taking that for a couple months, and not every day. Like if I was getting super hard die-off, then I would stop, but I still feel so effing terrible.
As we've shown in our videos, they've both been making big mistakes, which have only contributed to the cause of their symptoms. Okay, our community has discussed turpentine enough. As for the herbs, I'm not against herbs, but I'm against overdoing it, which I know Vegan Police does tend to overdo a lot of things. And these things can exacerbate the problems, the symptoms that they are having. Also, another thing to consider here is once you've done all that stuff and done it to excess, then you can't still have this bad bacteria, can you?
He's got a problem with his poisons, but you know we'll find a cure. He's cleaning up the systems to keep his nature pure.
But still, assuming that you do have something like that, we will continue on getting to my solution.
It's like I get so bloated, like if I eat something that has a lot of fiber, like if I eat beans, it's like black beans are a little bit better, but if I eat those, which I crave when I'm taking the antimicrobials, like I crave these foods that, like in the moment, I feel like it's, oh yeah, I just need some beans, but it's like, I think it's just a craving, like I'm killing off these things that are like, oh, feed us, because the beans kind of, they're full of more complex carbs and they feed it. The foods that cause me more inflammation, I start to crave them when I'm killing off those things that cause me inflammation.
Now this is very interesting here because I have done some studying on this a long time ago. There is a theory that this bad bacteria that's feeding on the fiber and the carbs, yeah, it feeds on the fiber too. When it starts running low on their fuel, the bacteria will actually get your mind to crave that food. Now that sounds very far out there to a lot of people, but I think there is some science here in a lot of people who've experienced this.
And so it's like, it takes so much self-control and so much willpower. And I'm a weakling. I'm super...
Actually, it's just that you are in a weakened state. And I see that you've done a lot of fasting. Probably too much. All this stuff that you've been doing and the diseases that you have put you in a weakened state. But if you start doing more of the right things and eating more food, more good food, you can change and you can adapt. And then you won't need willpower. You won't need to be strong.
And right now, he is experimenting with the diet that he doesn't necessarily want to be doing. feeling better on a low carb diet. This is exactly what Goji Man was saying. He's saying that Vegetable Police, or Casey, has this gut dysbiosis, and so he has all these nasty bad bacteria or whatever that's overgrown in his intestines, and they basically just ferment your carbs and create bloating and inflammation, which can cause like anxiety, joint pain.
Okay, now we get into the good and bad bacteria. The reason people like Vegetable Police feel good when they switch to meat is because the meat doesn't fuel the bacteria in the gut, and his gut has the bad bacteria. You take away the fuel source for the bacteria and they die off. It's kind of like keto, which I debunked yesterday. But the thing is, you need that bacteria. I was watching a science documentary that says that we are more bacteria than anything else. Most of our body is actually bacteria. We live in a symbiotic relationship with it. So these carnivore diets will fail eventually, even though you feel good at first. Just like when you start eating healthy, you might feel bad, but that's not a bad thing. The carnivore diet is low in some vitamins, minerals, has no phytonutrients, and has substances that just cause cancer. It's just not good for you. There is a better way, and you already did stumble upon it.